How's it going, everyone? I want to talk about the improvisions of my zero TTE strategy on how I made it even better and how you can increase your win ratio. I've been working really hard on this, and if you're watching this, I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do zero TTE credit spreads. That is probably the safest way to do it. Zero TTEs are designed to be risky, but selling credit spreads, you get a leverage and it's more safe than just buying options, of course. Most options expire out of the money when they're, zero TTE. So we're going to take advantage of that and we're going to sell credit spreads out of the money and we're going to find a strategy to find the trend. That's the key. All right. So without further ado, I want to show you guys how I like to do things. Obviously, if you're not in the Discord, you're not going to get the real updates, and you might. It is really good just to hop in there, be a part of the community, because there is some certain things that I can't just go straight off what I do. I had to kind of go back and do something different, right? It's kind of hard to tell. And when you become more advanced in my strategy and you used my EMAs and all this, you'll understand. But basically, you have the EMAs in the middle. I use the 5, the 10, the 20, and the 50. And I also have Keltner channels at the top and the bottom. But I'm a big fan of ORB, opening range breakout. So basically, this is today for SPY. Basically, what happened is you draw the lows to the high from the first candle here. Put a horizontal line. And when you get a body of a candle that goes below or above, you take the side, and that's the side for the trend. For example, on today, we had 945 here, and on 1030, we had this body here. You can clearly see this body is below this 945, and so this means bear calls. That means the trend is generally bearish. So all throughout here, we kind of went down, we came back into the range, we went down, we came back in. It was very choppy, and then we plummeted down, and then we went back up. But I sold way up in here, we won. It was relatively easy day. Do keep in mind, though, I do use SPX to sell credit spreads, all right? I use the SPY chart. I've noticed it's best to use the SPY chart because since SPY don't trade pre-market overnight and after hours, the EMAs are messed up. So I will trade SPX just for the premium because you get a lot more premium, it's cash settled, and you get tax advantages. But basically all you have to do is hit vertical, and you can see if I'm bullish, I will do bull puts. If I'm bearish, I click bear calls. But that's just it there. I just want to show you guys the quick strategy and everything, how I look to do it. When you get alerted in the Discord, you'll know exactly what the premium I get and how far out of the money I go and all that. That's just for the members who join the premium. I just want to show you guys a strategy that does work. It has a high win ratio. I'm recording my results for February. I can tell you guys a lot of things that works, that don't work, but this day was an easy day. Now, let's go to this next day. This next day was a little harder. And this is when it comes to be a little advanced in trading. This one you would have lost, but there's a couple rules that I like to implement to help you not lose. So, quick things first is you need to look at the EMAs. You can get a lot of false signals if you get something like this. This is SPY. Oh, whoops, wrong candle. That was the 10 o'clock. This is the 945. My bad. So right here at 10 o'clock, you get bear calls. Very easy to see. Right at 10, that's bear calls because you have a body of a candle closing below. But what price did was it went down and shot up like a rocket, right? Well, to avoid this, you need to understand the trend, and then you need to understand EMAs. Not everything's perfect in trade. Not everything is like, oh, follow this and you're going to win, right? When you look at this EMA 50, that's a signal to be like, yeah, that's probably going to be big support. The EMAs are acting as support. Price goes to the 10, it bounces up. Goes to 50, and bounces up. And then you also got to understand there's long lower wicks, which means buyers are in control. And so when you see a short trend like this, where it's just developing, the EMA 20 is crossing the 50, it's just developing, that means it's looking to make a long trend for the 15-minute. 15-minute trends usually last for a whole day. They can last. The difference why I took the orb here is, you see how the 50 is still at the bottom? Is because a lot of the times the 15-minute won't last longer than one day. So I was fine doing that. This was a very beginning short, early trend idea on the EMA. So that's one thing I want you guys to understand is look at your EMAs. Are you just developing a trend? Did you see on the EMA 50 at the top, like right in here, it was the top, it was at a downtrend, and then you see it coming back here at the very bottom, making an early uptrend. That's when these EMA 50s can act as a long time, all right? And we're just trying to survive for the day. We don't care what happens, we just want to survive for the day. All right, next thing right here is that's one of the things you got to be watchful, okay, guys? Next thing, we get this 945 right in here. Boof, boof. You get bull puts right here. Bam, 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 bam. Easy day, right? Super easy. The EMAs are going in your favor. You have the EMA 20. It hits it, and it shoots up like a rocket. It's nice to have the EMAs in your favor. All right. Me personally, I sell way out of the money. People ask me how way out. I go pretty far out to where it's doable. That's not really the purpose. You know, if you're in the Discord, you're gonna see my day trade alerts. I do switch it up here and there. Like for example, you can see right here, I took bear calls to give you exactly the strike, the exact image and everything, the exact premium, my exact stop and everything. So if you're in the Discord, you're gonna learn. The links down below in YouTube comments below. It's literally not gonna cost you a lot. It's $12 a month. For swing trades and day trades. But this strategy has, you know, an insane win ratio. I try to teach it to people, and I actually use this strategy for future trading. When we break an orb, I hurry up and go and buy calls, or I buy longs and hurry up and get some nice money. If we break the lower side, you can see a downside happening fast. Let's do another thing. You know, you can test this. It works a lot. Obviously, I have my improvements. I don't just take the straight things right off the bat. I look at things. Here's 945 right here at February 3rd. And also you need to look at the economic calendar. The economic calendar will help you guys a lot of the times. I do not take trades if there's big events at 2 o'clock, if there's big events at 10 o'clock, as that can mislead to something like a tremendous move like what I'm seeing right in here. So right here at 945, you get your bear calls. I would have taken that if there's no news or nothing. And guess what happens? You get an explosive move up, right? An explosive move up, and you go straight into bull puts. All right. Let's say we take this. All right. Let's say we take this right in here. No big deal. You take this trade, and you get whiplashed. What you need to do is once you see that bull puts, like right in here, you get your bull puts, you need to exit out of your bear call trade, okay? You need to exit out because that is a false signal. And then right in here is telling us bull puts right away, okay? You get out of that trade and you go straight into the bull puts, okay? You get out of that trade and you go to bull puts. Because what happens is you try to take a very minimum loss and then you take the trade that goes with your trend. And as you can see, you win with the bull puts now. Because the purpose of that is to like get near a break even, right? You take a loss real fast and then you take the next side to, you know, just break even for that day. All right, so that's the next thing to do. If you get a false signal and it hurry ups and changes to another side, just take the other trade. This right here was tariff news. Right up in here, there's going to be some events that, you know, with Trump in the office, you might get things where, you know, it looks really good and it starts going your way. And this is another situation where you could get out, break even, or even a minor loss, because when you get in bull puts, you got to understand, with credit spreads, the time is going. Your premium's decreasing. As time goes, the better it is. So if you wait till 1:30 and you got in right here at 10 o'clock, you're golden. As once this happens, though, and it breaks this lower orb, you get out of your trade fast. This right here would have been like a break-even trade. You take fair calls, and bam, you win. All right. So just you got to understand is you have to monitor these trades. You can do double orbs. It happens a lot. And then you just got to get out. But a lot of times you do single orbs. More often than not, though, you get more single orbs. Okay. Here's another example. You know, this was a very choppy week, but you still can win even though this happens. For example, right here, 945. You guess what? You get right in here. And I remember this trade. We were actually break even on this one. We do bull puts. Even though we totally messed up on the entry, it goes against us and does bear calls, goes slightly up. We take a 50-75% loss. If you waited till the top of this wick, I saw it break even. And guess what? We take bear calls. All right, right when that happens. And this one you would have won with our out of the money. If you listen to my rules, you actually would have won this. I know it seems surprisingly but you would have won that. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to go over its normal strategy. But I was able to do my win streak was over 14 in January. 14 when I started. Here and there, I'll get a couple losses, but a lot of these losses, you're going to break even. So let's say you get 14 wins, you get a loss, but it's like practically break even because when it switches or the other side of the orb, you take it out for minor loss or break even, which is going to be the case too. And then you actually win on the other side, or you take a 75% loss. If you sell for 20 cents and it goes to 40 cents, that's 100% loss. But then if you sell the other side for 20 cents, you're pretty much break even. You pay a little fees. I would probably sell the 25-cent, but you get the point of this strategy. Zero TTE is risky, but this, in my opinion, is the safest way to do it. This is the only strategy where you can make money every day. I'd rather do this than swing trade credit spreads and have to worry about all these events you have to worry about, right? You got the unemployment, the CPI, there's so much stuff you have to worry about overnight. I couldn't even be able to sleep. Whereas this, I can focus on what is happening during the day. I have a clear stop. I have a clear strategy. I have a clear plan. I understand, a lot what the charts do. I know when, sometimes you can avoid the signal and all that, right? If the if the EMAs don't line up, then I had to look at the other side, right? But there's a lot of things I look into. You got to look at the economic calendar for sure. You don't want to take things that don't match up. But we can do one more here. Here's your 945. You get right up in here. You get on the 12 o'clock candle, bear calls. EMAs are all above. Looks pretty awesome. Price goes here for your signal, goes up a little and goes down, and you win, right? Goes all the way down, makes this massive candle up, but it doesn't even matter. Goes up even higher, and you win. You got to understand, when I go out of the money, I go pretty far out. So if I sold bear calls, obviously bear calls is here, I want it to go down. You're probably looking at way up in here I'm selling, okay? Way up in here is my strikes. So price would have to go way up in there, or even a little higher. And I make pretty good money doing this. Small account with my strategy, and if you're watching me and you're following my alerts, a small account can make, pretty good money. With my strat, you can almost double your account each month. That's the goal, is almost doubling your account each month. If you have 10K, it should be almost 20K. But realistically, at least half of that. You should be able to at least max, half of your account balance. Okay. So yeah, this is the strategy. We can do another one right here, because it is addicting. Here's your 945. And it has to be a body, guys. Has to be a body. You clearly see a body here. You see the EMA 50 at the bottom. Looks all good. Bull puts. Easy, right? All right, so if you guys really want to learn more, if you guys want to know my updates, my changes, my alerts, and all that, this is my favorite strategy. I've been redefining it. I put so much thought into this. I put hours and hours and hours and hours of research on finding what is the best way to find the trend for the day only. I don't care what happens tomorrow. And then I use the EMAs to kind of, do we get false signals? And then sometimes I even use a 30-minute orb if something just doesn't look right. I see QQQ going up. I see, different, sectors. I try to look at different indexes, and I've seen this. I try to be like, what? Maybe I need to wait for a 30-minute orb and all this stuff. But it's a really nice strategy. I think you guys are gonna love it. We get really nice win streaks. We do lose. It's totally fine if you lose. You just got to know how to take a loss. Be a big boy, be a big girl, take the loss. That is trading. If there's a strategy that never loses, especially zero DTE, then I'd be a freaking billionaire. It's not going to exist, guys. You want to do a risky strat? I'm doing the riskiest strat, zero DTE. I'm doing a strat that can make me money every day. I know my results every day. I don't have to worry about the market collapses. My 15-minute orb will probably find that. I don't care what happens. Whereas investors, if you went through the COVID crisis, it freaking sucked to hold a stock. It freaking sucked to be a swing trader. This strategy, you don't have to worry about that. Your job is literally from 9:30 to 4, and you clock out like a normal person, right? In a lot of these trades, once you get in, you don't have to do anything. You have a clear stop loss, which I tell you guys all the time which stop I'm doing. I tell you guys what premium I'm doing. And it's in and out, done, right? So, it's very risk defined. Nothing's perfect in trading. Always take, appropriate risk, but I think this is the best strategy, okay, guys? If you guys want to learn more, want to learn my secrets, learn more about my day trading strategy, this was just a brief scenario about it. I post education videos about my day trading. I'll post my progress. You'll see my journal for February. I'm very excited about it. It's looking really good. I think we're going to be on a big win streak. Some months are better than others, but this is a really good strategy that works. It has higher probability because you're being a seller. But you got to also keep in mind when you do lose, you're going to lose, some of your wins. But the secret is to not fight the strategy. If you hit a double orb, you get out of your other side and you get into the new side. All right, follow the trend. Okay, it's okay to have false signals. Very rarely do we see triple orb. If it does, I'll set the defeat for a bigger loss. That is totally fine. But there is certain rules where I don't take the double orb. Sometimes I will stay in this position if it's longer in the day. Like if it's past 2 p.m., then I might just stay with my side because then, as time goes by, we lose premium. If it goes to like 2 o'clock, it's getting too late in the day, and I might just stick it out. So keep in mind there is little rules. I'll keep you guys updated in the day trade chat right up in here. But if you guys want to join the premium Discord, my alerts. And everything. I have a really nice swing trading system. Click the link down below in YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, just hit day trade alerts. Right in here, you get access to everything. And for this promotional video, it's like I said, it's not going to cost you guys a lot. $12 a month, show you guys how to trade, show you guys how price action works. Get in, get out, make money every day. A lot of people, they will get a loss, they quit trading, and they're like, this doesn't work. I promise you, if you stick to it, and if you actually follow the rules, follow my sizing, you will make money every day. I know this strategy works. It is guaranteed, it's not guaranteed, nothing's guaranteed, but I'm saying, people who stick things out, learn a strategy, and keep going with it, this is really the only strategy that you probably ever really need. This is a zero DTE strategy, selling credit spreads, make money every day, I keep saying guaranteed, but no matter what the market conditions are, you're going to know your results. So if you win or lose, you're going to know. You don't have to wait a long time. A lot of people sell credit spreads a month out. A lot of people sell puts. A lot of people do covered calls, and it takes a lot of time. And this is a strategy where you don't need a lot of capital, and you can make good returns. So click the link down below in YouTube comments below. Join the Discord. You're not going to regret it. You're going to be a part of a nice community. I update you guys on the new additions to the strategy. But this is what I like. This is my current updates. I'm still really obsessed with this strategy. I'm really excited. I think it's really good. You're probably not going to find this kind of strategy how I implement it out in the internet on what premium I take, how do I look to find the trend, how do I look to find false signals. Sometimes I do 30-minute orb and all that. And we compile it into a messy thing with zero DTE that is extremely risky, and how can we make it as safe as possible? And this is how I do it. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you in the Discord for this promotional video. If you join, $12 a month, and if you subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. If you have an Android, you will have to subscribe on your computer, but I hope to see you guys in the next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and happy trading.